Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Virgo for March of 2013. This also applies if you have a Virgo ascendant. So my dear Virgos, your ruler Mercury is still retrograde until the 17th of the month. On the 17th it goes direct and it's retrograde in your house of relationships. So there could be some misunderstandings, some miscommunications, particularly for the first couple of weeks of this month, as far as your relationships are concerned. And this would include all relationships, an intimate one, a friendship, a business relationship. It's important that you make sure any important documents, anything that needs signing, research things during the retrograde. Try not to sign things until the retrograde is over, because there's a great tendency for mistakes to be made, or just for somebody to mishear you, or for you to feel as though you've been misunderstood, and it can be frustrating just to have to repeat the whole process over again. But it is a good time for being alone, for being quiet, and for thinking your own thoughts, coming up with your own ideas and your own thoughts. It's a very good time for writing. Anything concerning writing, publishing, articles, books, networking, all these kinds of things will be very well aspected during the retrograde. This month, a great deal of focus on your relationships and your finances. That's where the focus is probably going to lie for the most part. Make sure you're not being taken in by somebody. You've still got this Neptune aspect along with a lot of planets in the 7th house. Make sure you're seeing your relationships clearly, not living in some kind of a fantasy or dreamland, or hoping that something is going to change, when in fact you can see the writings on the wall and it's not changing. However, with Venus in that 7th house of relationship until the 21st of the month, this could well bring a love relationship into your life. It would be a great time for those of you looking for love to make yourself available, to put yourself in situations where you can meet an eligible partner. It's also a great time for meeting somebody with whom you might have a business idea that you want to take further. It's also a good time for consulting with somebody who could be very helpful, very pleasant, and work with you in a very positive way. We've also got a lot going on towards the end of the month, the last week of the month, in your 8th house of finance. A lot of changes happening in your house of finance, Virgos. It's erratic, it's changeable, there's not much you can count on. Don't count on somebody else for your finances. It's important as well with Sun-Mars conjunct in the 3rd house, in the 3rd week of the month in this 8th house. This is a really good time for pushing forward with anything. Maybe you have to deal with a bank. Maybe you have to deal with a financial institution, an insurance company. This is a good time for pushing forward, because by then Mercury will not be retrograde anymore. You'll be able to push forward with anything you need to accomplish. It's also a time really to take no crap from somebody that you're dealing with financially. You'll need to lay down strict ground rules and not take any nonsense. And if necessary, it could be an end of a partnership, an end of a business relationship. You might find yourself changing where you're putting your money, your investments. You might change your bank. All kinds of things connected with your finances changing. Also, there should be some amazing insights coming to you as far as your understanding of your life is concerned. What you want for yourself, some new insights, some new beliefs, a changing of how you see money and finance, your values changing, your priorities changing. A lot changing for you, Virgos. I know you're a mutable sign, but really you like a lot more predictability than there is in the chart at the moment. But for relationships, certainly some nice opportunities, especially because the Sun is conjunct to Venus most of this month. So put on the charm and you will find that people will be, on the whole, very nice and very considerate, and you'll be able to attract to you some really nice and helpful people into your life this month, especially until the 22nd of the month with Venus in this 7th house of relationship. Still got Jupiter in this 10th house until June, so really be pushing forward with new opportunities in the work area. It's not over. Don't give up hope. Don't lose heart. I know many of you are having some challenges and difficulties in this area, but don't give up hope. For many of you, this is a time to start your own business. Don't be so afraid of it. You don't always have to be a worker for somebody else. It might be time to branch out on your own. So there you have it, my dear Virgos. I wish you a great month. Thank you very much for listening, for passing the videos on, for signing up to my free newsletter. I'm always delighted to hear from you. Bye for now.